Let's see. To get started, just to go over a little bit of our method on how we command. The biggest thing about our commanding method is that we usually say things twice. So for example, I will say curl set, pre, and go. So therefore, you're going to want to listen carefully to the rhythm of the command, find the beat of that command, and move and press your key exactly on that go command. So for example, I will say curl set, pre, and click, and you'll click your key right exactly on the beat of that command. And then one other thing I want to go over is that in Emerald Hunters, we typically use OT gap size. So if I could have either 𝘏𝑗𝑑𝑜wl or Eclipse, whoever gets to me first can demonstrate OT gaps. It's a race, it's a race. Okay. So it looks like JD is demonstrating OT gaps for us. So OT gap stands for overlap tail. And the way that you can recognize that is by keeping your horse's nose on the inside of the saddle of the person in front of you. So if you could see how JD's horse's nose is right in the middle of the saddles, right on that curve. We like to say it as keeping the horse's nose in the nose holder because the saddle is holding the nose. All right, so on your screen, that's what you should look like at all times for OT gaps. Yes, when we line up, if we're just standing and lining up and waiting to go, then we'll be an NTT gap, so nose touching the tail bow of the person in front of you. But when we're actually on the move, at a trot, then you'll go into OT gaps. Okay, here we go. Let's pick up trot set, going into OT gaps, pre and go. Wait for the person in front of you to move, and then you move. JD, I noticed your long hair on your character. Very nice.
Yeah, I've had a bit of a makeover.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay, gaps are looking fantastic so far. Very nice. Let's cut center line, please. So follow your leader down the center line, which is the long midline between A and C. We'll do a couple of warm-up curls here, and then we'll get right into our curl over moves. Okay, here we go. Let's do curl left set, pre, and go. Okay, really nice timing. Let's curl to the right this time. Let's curl right set, pre, and go. Okay, let's bear belt, please. Bear belt at the wall. We'll stay on the center line for a little while. So then, as we ride for today, just make sure that you'll always stay in your OT gaps. Keep that horse's nose in the nose holder. And if you need to adjust your gaps, like if you're too fast or you're too slow or anything like that, I would rather you change your gaits to slow down or speed up rather than trying to wiggle or veer or anything like that. That way you stay nice and straight on that center line. So in Emerald Hunters, we call this a C curl. And that is a curl at the walk. Let's do a C curl right set, pre, and go. Okay, really nice. Yeah, so you always want to make sure you change your gait first, then your direction. Great transition. And now we'll do curl to the C curl to the left. Okay, here we go. Let's do C curl left set, pre, and go. Okay, pretty nice. So Rosemary and let's see, I think it was Dusty, just a hair late on the timing there. So again, make sure you're really looking for the beat of that command. Keep a steady tempo of it as best as you can. And that will help with your timing. All right, so we'll do one more here. So this is a curl at the canter. We call this curl A, but we may call this just straight up canter curl. So curl A right set, pre, and go. Okay, and curl A left set, pre, and go. Okay. Nice work, everybody. So in Emerald Hunters, anytime we do our curl over, remember a curl over is a half of a curl. You can think of it as a U-turn. So right now we're here on our center line, but when we do a curl over, the trot, take a look. You'll end up exactly splitting in half between the two bright dots. Okay, so I was over here on this line before, But now, if I do my curl over at the trot, I should end up halfway between that original line and the center line. All right, so as we do these curl overs, not only are you going to be changing your axis, your line of travel from one line to another, but you're also going to be changing directions. Okay, you're going to be changing orientation. So that means the person who is directly behind you, rotate that camera, look at the person behind you, and give them a wave really quickly, so that way you know who's behind you. Wave, yay! I waved to Dusty Meadow Garden. Okay. So you'll want to be paying attention and making sure that you do, in fact, end up behind the person that is behind you right now. Okay, so let's try it. So let's pick up trots at OT gaps, pre and go.
There is a question in the chat, Beck.
Yes, okay. If you're doing it at a trot, how would you end up, like, in two different places? Could you elaborate on that? I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Like, sorry for stopping. You said that we would end up, like, kind of on the line next to us, and then if we did it again, we would, like, end up between the two lines. So, like, if we're at a trot and we do a curl over, how would we end up in, like, the two different places?
So when you do one curl over, like if we were to do a curl over right now, you should only end up splitting in between two bright dots, as well as facing the opposite direction that you were standing in before. Okay, so right now you're heading towards letter C, but if you had done a curl over, you would end up facing towards A, but now we're already facing towards A now. So if we do a curl over here, you'll end up facing towards C. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a try and we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. Sometimes you need to just do it to know it. Here we go. Let's try curl over left set, curl over left set, pre and go. Very nice. And everybody should be passing right through me. Very, very nice, because you're splitting in half between two bright dots. Actually, I'm kind of off to the side here. Very nice. Let's do curl over left set again. Curl over left, pre, and go. Poor 𝘍𝘭𝘬𝑥. I might have killed her. Oh, 𝘍𝘭𝘬𝑥 survived. Okay, great job. This is our foundational move for today, our curl over. Let's do a curl over to the right. Curl over right set. Curl over right set, pre, and go. Fantastic. Make sure you're splitting in half between those two bright dots and curl over right set again. Curl over right set, pre, and go. Nice job. Yeah, so you notice that anytime you do a curl over at the trot, you are either on a bright dotted line or you're splitting in half between them. It doesn't matter, you know, where you are. As long as you're at a trot and doing curl overs, you're either on or splitting. Or if you start by splitting in between the dots, then if you do another curl over, you'll end up on the bright dot. So vice versa applies. Let's kick it up a notch here. We're going to do a dodge. So a dodge is basically two curl overs, one right after the other. And you're going to change directions after each one. So basically, you'll do a curl over, let's say to the right. Then immediately, once you're straight, you'll do another curl over to the left. Okay, let's give that a try. So let's do a dodge right set, pre, and go. Curl over right into curl over left. Really, really nice. And guess what? You ended up on another bright line because we did one curl over that split us in half between two bright dots, and then we did another curl over that put us right back on those dots. Nice. We'll do another dodge. We went to the right, I think. I always forget which way that I call things. So we'll do dodge left set, pre, and go. Okay, good adjustment from both Rosemary and 𝘍𝘭𝘬𝑥 there. So yeah, we'll stay at a trot here. So this time we're going to do a move called Bristle. Emerald Hunters, we call it Ray. This is a 2-go move. So on the first go, you're going to start off with a comb. So everybody does a 90-degree turn individually. And then on the second go command, you'll curl over in the same direction that you did this comb. So for example, we're here right now. If we were to do a comb from right here, that'll be to the right. And then on the second go, you would curl over right from there. Bristle set, pre, and go. And second, and go. Okay, pretty nice. And then turn towards your leader in the original direction when you hit the wall. Okay, so that is your bristles. So you notice a couple times previously I had to call that pre-command multiple times. That is something that happens in our routine work. Usually it's because I'm waiting for something to happen before I call it. Like maybe I'm calling it too early and I have to wait. So just make sure that you're still listening for the beat and the tempo of my command, because you'll know that the go command is coming up at some point, but it's just not on our typical to and go thing. All right, so we'll try that one more time. We might not get to everything that I had planned, but that's okay. So we'll do bristle set, first, and go. And second, and go. Yeah, the timing was much improved from everybody here. Really nice job. So keep in mind, one little tip to help this move really flow well is to maintain good comb alignment. Okay, so I won't do this move again, but there might be moves that involve a comb. So on your screen, anytime that you are in a comb, you want to look NTT in front of your leader. You want to look ahead of everybody else on your screen. Okay, because due to screen delay, you'll actually be perfectly aligned when you are ahead on your screen. Okay, so next up is buckle. You're going to start off with a curl over away from the wall. So in this case, to the right. And then on the second go command, you'll do another curl over in the same direction. So in this case, if we do buckle set, you'll do 2 curl overs to the right. Okay, so once again, there are 2 go commands. This is buckle set, first, and go. And second, and go. Yeah, be careful. Wait for that second go command. So it's kind of like when we started off with our original curl over. You'll curl over and it reverses the line order at first, but then you're going to do another curl over that fixes it. Okay, so here we go. Let's try that again. This is buckle set, first, and go. Waiting for the second go. And second, and go. Yeah, another thing to be careful of. Yeah, that was a lot better, everybody. Yeah, a lot better. Another thing to be careful of is just the fact that when you are doing these curl overs and you're supposed to be splitting in half between 2 bright dots, ignore the person in front of you, okay? Because you never know, they might be veering, they might be wiggling, they might be doing all sorts of things. The lines on the floor never lie. So always follow the lines and the spacings on the ground rather than the person in front of you. It's kind of like if you see if you're driving a car and you see the person in front of you start to drive off a cliff, are you going to follow them? Heck no. So don't follow them. Follow the road, and the lines don't lie. W advice, yes.
So what you're saying is our club members are lying to us.
They could be. They could be. You never know. So for deflect, you're going to start off with a curl over in the first direction. And then on the second go command, you're going to curl, full curl, in the opposite direction. So in this case, to the right for me. So if we were to put that all together, for Beck, this will be deflect left set, first, and go, curl over left. And then second, and go, curl right. Listen for your name if I call your name. So Eclipse, JD, gate bug. So JD, Owl, and Coyote. You guys are odds. If I did not say your name, if you did not hear your name, you are an even. So odds are always going to move to the left, And evens are always, always, always going to move to the right for Emerald Hunters. Okay, so let's try it as a deflect wave. So odds will deflect to the left, and evens will deflect to the right. Deflect wave set, odds left, evens right. Deflect wave set, pre, and go. And second, and go. Yeah, wait for a second, go command. My apologies if I didn't say it as first and go. But most of us got it. Okay, okay, very nice, very nice. Good. I like how even though I'm seeing some mistakes, you guys are continuing to just move forward rather than just like halting in place and being like, oh no, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. We'd rather you keep moving forward and think of it as like Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So you keep moving forward even if you make mistakes. And that's totally okay. It's our first time doing this move in this way, so totally makes sense that we need to refine the technique here. So we'll try that once again. Okay, let's try deflect wave set, pre, and go. And second, and go. Yeah, better, yeah. So sometimes I do forget to say, like, this first and go, second and go. Curl over, inset, pre, and go. Yes, great job catching the fact that this is a to-go move. So even if I say pre and go instead of first and go, you'll still want to wait for that second go. Great job. So the last one we're going to do for now is an over comb. Let me actually put this in the chat because I haven't been doing that. So over comb. So the way that this one works is you're going to start off with a curl over in the first direction. That's on the first go, by the way, first go. And then on the second go command, you are going to comb to the opposite direction. So if I did my curl over to the left, I'm going to comb 90-degree turn to the right. So for my evens, because I'm going to do it as a wave move here too, you guys are going to curl over right, second go, comb left. Okay, let's try it. So over comb set, first and go, curl over. And second, and go. Fantastic. Really nice. Everybody turn towards A at the wall, please. Turn towards A at the wall. And then everybody cut center line and merge back into original line order. Why am I so fast? Oh, it's because... Okay. And do your best to merge here. Nice. Okay, here we go. Hard stop set, pre, and go. All right, so nice work on all of our curl over variations here. We only got through half our lesson, but I'm happy with the moves that we learned here. Lots of fun variations. I hope you guys enjoyed them.